Kanye West, music icon, fashion mogul, billionaire entrepreneur, and one of the most polarizing figures in modern pop culture, is once again in the headlines. But this time it's not about his music, a viral tweet, or a controversial fashion statement. It's about a lawsuit. A serious one. Multiple lawsuits, in fact, that threaten not only his public image, but the future of his business empire. In this video, we're breaking down the full timeline of Kanye West's ongoing legal troubles, how it connects to his music and public behavior, and what it might mean for the man behind Yeezy. Before diving into the controversy, let's take a quick look at who Kanye West is. Born in Atlanta and raised in Chicago, Kanye first entered the music scene in the early 2000s as a producer for Rockefeller Records, working with names like Jay-Z. His debut album, The College Dropout, was a massive success, followed by multiple platinum-selling albums that redefined the sound of hip-hop. Beyond music, Kanye built the Yeezy fashion empire, collaborated with Adidas, and was briefly listed as one of the richest musicians in the world. But over the past few years, Kanye has become known just as much for controversy as for creativity. From his presidential run in 2020 to offensive tweets to public feuds with other celebrities, his unpredictable actions have left fans and critics divided.
Now let's get into the lawsuits. In early 2025, multiple former employees from Kanye's fashion and music companies came forward with lawsuits. The allegations range from unpaid wages and breach of contract to unsafe working conditions and harassment. One of the most serious cases involves a group of former Yeezy designers who claimed they were forced to work in unsafe warehouses with no heating, no windows, and round-the-clock schedules. According to court documents, the plaintiffs also accused Kanye of retaliating against employees who questioned his decisions or tried to leave the company. Meanwhile, another case was filed by a sound engineer who worked on Kanye's last album. He alleges that Kanye used his original beats without proper licensing and failed to pay him. As more stories began to surface, the legal pressure on Kanye started to mount. Media outlets began digging deeper, and what they uncovered was a pattern of alleged misconduct that had been quietly building for years. Alongside the lawsuits, Kanye's music has sparked intense backlash. His 2024 album, released independently after Adidas cut ties with him, included lyrics that many called anti-Semitic, misogynistic, and conspiratorial. One particular line, referencing global media control, ignited a wave of criticism on social media. Critics accused Kanye of promoting hate and spreading misinformation. In response, several platforms took action. Spotify didn't remove his songs but added content warnings. Apple Music temporarily removed his profile from their homepage. YouTube demonetized several of his recent uploads. Kanye's defenders argue that he's simply exercising free speech and expressing his personal beliefs. But others believe his words are dangerous, especially considering his massive platform. The controversy also affected the rollout of his music, with venues cancelling appearances and brands distancing themselves from anything related to him. The controversy also affected the rollout of his music, with venues cancelling appearances and brands distancing themselves from anything related to him. The consequences of these legal and public controversies have been severe. Adidas officially terminated their Yeezy partnership in 2023, leading to a reported loss of over $1 billion in revenue. Gap and Balenciaga also severed ties with Kanye. Some former fans began burning Yeezy shoes on social media as a form of protest. On the other hand, there remains a loyal core of supporters who believe Kanye is being unfairly targeted by the media and industry elites. They argue that cancel culture has gone too far and that Kanye's vision should be protected, even if it's misunderstood. Still, his influence is clearly fading. Sales have dropped, and public appearances have become rare. Once a dominant voice in culture, Kanye now finds himself more isolated than ever. So what's next for Kanye West? The lawsuits are still in progress, and legal experts suggest they could take months or even years to resolve. If Kanye loses, he could be forced to pay millions in damages, and the outcome could permanently damage his ability to do business. On the music front, unless Kanye shifts direction or finds a new platform.
If you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into music, law, and pop culture.